again. So today I did a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial and hair. So it's kind of been inspired by Victoria's Secret and their bombshell waves and really kind of soft, smoky, golden, bronzy eye. So that's the kind of look that I did today, and I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, so let's get straight into it. So now that I've moisturized my skin and I'm looking all red, I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I'm going to use two different ones for this, but this is the Wake Me Up by Rimmel, and this is really good for getting a dewy look. So I'm gonna use soft beige all over my face, but first, before that, I am going to use natural beige number 400, and it looks quite dark, but this is going to be my contour shade, so I'm going to blend it and it's going to look fine. So I'm just going to contour where the sun would naturally hit my face, around my temples. Don't worry, I'm going to blend all this in and it won't look this crazy. And the bottom of my cheekbone. And down the neck. I'm just taking a little bit down the bottom of my chin or my hairline. I look crazy right now. Now I'm going to go in with the lighter shade, which is soft beige, and just blend this all over my face. Going in with Fair from Collection. I'm going to do a big V underneath my eye to really lift my face and brighten my eyes. I'm going to put some down the center of my nose, top of my lip, a little bit on my chin, just right in the center of my head, and then I'm going to blend. So now I'm going to go in with Collection Concealer in the shade Medium 3, and so I'm going to move on to the eyes now. The first thing I'm going to use is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. Go in with a bronze eyeshadow now. Get a little bit on my brush, and starting at the outer corner, I'm going to blend this inwards. Using a big fluffy brush, I'm going to blend the outer edge. Using a brown eyeliner, I'm going to put this along my top lash line, because we are going to use thick eyelashes, and this will just help them blend in better with your lash line. A black eyeliner now, and I'm going to line my upper tight line. Taking a small brush, I'm just going to blend that eyeliner. So I just totally did a whole step without filming it, but I took Half Baked from the Naked palette on a pencil brush and just put it on the inner corner of my eye and a bit onto the upper lid. Yeah. I'm also just kind of patting a tiny bit onto the surface of the lid. I'm going to take that same bronze colour from the upper lid and put it just underneath my eye. I'm going to bring a nude eyeliner along my waterline to brighten up the look. Next, I'm going to put on mascara. Whatever's left on the wand, I'm going to put on my lower lashes. So while I'm waiting for the mascara to dry, I'm going to go back in with concealer. I'm actually going to use the Wake Me Up concealer in Ivory. Just a little bit, because we've already put on quite a lot and I don't want it to look cakey. This is also a good step to clean up the edges of your eyeshadow. So I'm going to take a domed shadow brush and dip it into my bronzer. By dip, I mean I have to do this because I broke the bronzer, but this is a Wet n Wild Mega-Glo and it's really shimmery, so I think it'd be good for this look. And I'm doing this because I want a more defined look. So I'm going to suck in my cheekbones. Then I'm going to get an angled brush and blend that. And just kind of put it on my cheeks as well as through my cheekbones. Just to try and blend that a bit better and to give me an overall bronze look. I'm going to put a little on my temples. Now I'm going to go in with MAC's Strobe Cream to highlight. Put some down my nose as well. On my cupid's bow. And just underneath my bottom lip. This will give the illusion of fuller lips. I'm also going to put some of this through my brow bone. Can't say that word. Brow bone. So now I'm going to go in with fake lashes, and I have the Kiss or I Envy Diva 2s, and they just look like this. A little bit of glue, and then I give it a few seconds so that it's not so wet. So when I go to put them on, I just stick the middle down first, give it a few seconds to catch, and then I attach the two outer edges. So now I have both fake eyelashes on, and I'm going to go in with this Essence highlighter, which just looks like this, just along the top of my cheekbones. So keeping with the glowy theme, I'm going to go in with a cream blush, and this one's from NYX. It's called Orange, and it's very orange. I just tap a little bit on each side. And then I go in with a stippling brush and blend it out. Actually, nearly forgot to do my eyebrows, so I'm just going to do these real quick. I'm not trying to go with like a strong brow or anything, because the emphasis is definitely on the eyes. I'm going to take a little bit of that highlighter again. So lips, we're nearly there. Just going to soften them a bit with the Nivea lip butter. Fill them in with a lip liner, this kind of nudie pink one. Then I'm going to go in with Rimmel's Airy Fairy. I'm just going to kind of pat this on my lips because I don't want it to be too shimmery. Or shiny, I meant. I'm going to take a little bit of this Inglot gloss and put it just in the center of my bottom lip because it has a bit of shimmer in it, and that's going to make our lip look a little bit fuller is the word I was trying to get out there. Lastly, for makeup, I'm going to go in with this Revlon Photoready translucent finisher, it says, and a big fluffy brush. This powder has little subtle sparkles in it, so that would be nice for a date. So that's it for the makeup. I hope you like it, and I'm going to be doing a Victoria's Secret inspired hair for Valentine's Day as well. Just going to go all Victoria's Secret out. So first I'm going to start off by doing the braided part. I'm going to leave down a section in the front here, and I'm going to grab a piece just kind of underneath the top section of hair so that it won't be seen. And then I'm just going to braid it. And then I'm going to mess up this braid a bit. Cross that over my head, make a section here behind my ear, and pin it. Bobby pin in, and then I'm going to cross another bobby pin over that to make sure it's secure. So do the same again. You just find a piece of hair, So I know it looks a bit crazy right now, but once we curl it and pin some bits in, it starts to look a lot better. So I have my curling wand here and it's nice and hot now. So I'm going to section my hair into 2 layers in the bottom section. I'm going to spray it with heat protectant and brush it out. Then I'm going to take my wand. I'm going to take sections. I'm going to take small enough sections. About, I don't know how much that is, 1/2 inch maybe. And just, you know the drill. Wrap it around the wand. I'm going to wait for approximately 10 seconds and then let it go. And we're left with this curl, but I'm going to leave them all to cool down and then at the end I'm going to brush them out. So just going in again, using So then once I have curled all the bottom layer of my hair, I'm going to go in with this Got2b Powderful Volumizing Powder. This stuff is really good, but it does kind of make your hair feel dirty, so I only use it on like special occasions and I'm like, I need this volume, I can sacrifice it. So I'm just going to go in and kind of get to my roots there. Because the bottom layer of my hair is harder to do, I like to put it in between my fingers and just kind of rub it in and then rub it in to the roots. And as you can see, it gives you quite a bit of volume. Now I'm going to take down the top layer and do the exact same. So once I've curled my whole head, I'm just going to take a clip and try and fix some of the messiness here. Now I'm going to go back in with the Got2b powder. And I'm going to put some just here in my roots. Got a bit there, but it's okay. So I'm just massaging that in. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Just kind of lift up my hair and put in some more powder. It goes a long way. And just kind of massage your head like a freak. And at the end I just kind of like to break up the waves a bit. And fix the front. And then this is the finished look. So it looks like you actually tried hard, but you didn't. It's really easy to do, and I think it would be a great way to wear your hair on Valentine's Day. It makes it look like you made an effort, but at the same time it's really boho and just casual. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for my next video very soon. Bye!